explain the chilled out scrapping.
Yeah, so Roper said this to Dejan one time. It, and he said you needed to just when we uh when we spar at like 90%. And uh and I never and I would have so much anxiety for scrapping, and then when I finally, it probably maybe midway through last year or the summer, one of the two. I'm gonna say for my I'm gonna lie and say it was last year, but
Uh,
it was like I would have so much anxiety. It was just like, oh, I have to win. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be like a 7 minute bike match. Because 7 minute bike matches suck. But and like I feel like now there's so much. It's like, all right, we're scrapping. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get to I'm gonna work on my skills. It's just my skills in a higher and more in a faster pace. Like it's like, ooh, it's opportunity to learn. It's like I'm looking at it more as an opportunity to learn and not life or death
yeah,
and winning and losing. So,
yeah. Does that?
but
Do you
it's
feel
like,
like that? Go ahead.
no, yeah, you asked this question. I think you're gonna ask me. I think I know you're gonna ask me.
Well, I'll ask it then. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Does that chilled out scrapping in practice help you relax when you compete and maybe have less anxiety and just compete at not so tight or better?
Yeah, yeah, I would say 100%, 100%, 110%, because uh it's like when you're doing a bike match too. It's like you have to relax to go harder. Like if you're just like you're not going as hard as you can. Like if you're breathing and like almost aware in the moment, like you're gonna get a higher distance. And I feel like when you, instead of going 100, like you're still going 100, but like you're going 90, 95. It's and one, I feel like I enjoy it a lot more, and two, I'm actually moving faster. It's like I don't think I am, but when I get feedback from coaches, I'm grateful I have great coaches. They give me oh, it's like you're moving, you're way more aware, it's like what is it, like you're almost slowing the sport down. And so yeah, and I think also my faith that realizing that like competition is just a wrestling match. It's just practice too. It's like not life or death, but that's a good one for me too.
Yeah.
But
No, when you said awareness, and that's where my head was going. Like, it's probably you're like I'm going 90, 95. I'm actually going faster, and it's probably a little easier to think, if that's what you want to call it, or react or make decisions. Is that
yeah,
accurate?
yeah, 100%. Like I'm thinking about our scrap. I was scrapping with Tank Caleb Running the other day, and it's like, okay, it's like I feel like my freshman year, one, I really wasn't that skilled. Freshman, sophomore year, maybe even. So it's like I just had to go out.
Shots fired at Max Askren. I'm just kidding.
No, no, no. I was. He had
I'm
me
teasing.
prepared.
I'm teasing. You said I wasn't skilled. I'm just joking.
Maybe I was skilled. Maybe I'm not giving myself credit, but it was.
There we go.
I just had to go. Like I had to use endurance. Endurance is a skill too,
Yeah.
but it was like I feel like I was so reliant on, and it worked. Like I had success, but like I had to get the guy tired too. It was like I didn't have enough like skill and endurance. Like
Yeah.
I had that skill. Like that was the main skill I had to use. I still have that skill, but I don't need to use that every time.
Yeah.
And that's maybe why I hated scrapping, because I'm like, oh, this sucks. I'm gonna be huffing and puffing and
Yeah.
after every go. But yeah, so I think the more aware, it's like I'm talking about this fake. It's like I faked on Tank, and then you're reading reaction. You're reading what's he doing. Uh, and before, and like I enjoy it. I enjoy that
Yeah.
way more, to say the least. It's like because it's a step back. Instead, it's like I'm faking. I'm shooting. I'm getting fully extended. All right, now I got to come up. Now I'm fake, and now I'm taking that shot again. Oh, it's not there. I got to come back up. All right, fake. All right, now I feel the misdirection, and that's a lot of energy spent on me. But it's also a lot of energy spent on my opponent too. So, but
Sure.
yeah, I don't know. That makes sense though.
Yeah. No, man, I love this stuff. Like, what the conversation we're having, I wish somebody would have had with me when I was, a freshman in college or whatever. Like, I wish I would have. And I feel like the wrestling community in general, the upper levels, have applied this a lot more in recent years. What you're talking about. And I think it's great. And hopefully people, little kids or young guys are watching this, or girls, and they can take what you're saying and apply it to themselves, right? It's like go 90, 95%. You'll actually go faster and be able to think more clearly and not get as tired and be as stressed. Badass.
Yeah, and I think so. Going back to Max and Ben, like that's probably why I fell in love with their style of teaching,
Yeah.
because it wasn't like you go to any youth room and it's like they're just scrapping the whole time, right?
Yeah.
They're just scrapping, going hard, time drilling. It's like it's a learning. It's not actually it's a class, right? I enjoy learning. Like just what I always joked with Max about. Like he goes through like 3-week cycles of a 3-week or 4-week cycles of like say a position. It's like we're gonna drill this mostly the first week. We're gonna spar a little bit more, and then it's kind of live in the position. And that's how it's like a lesson. It's like that first week, all right, you're just learning. That second week, oh, you got a quiz at the end of the week. And then the third week's almost your test in live.
I love it. Freaking love it.